What is up, everyone? Darkside Spencer here, and as you guys can tell, I'm here on a little journey. So pretty much, I'm gonna be playing Heavy Rain, and this is actually off of YouTube. I kind of just wanted to do a first playthrough by myself. The thing is, this game is actually spoiled for me. I already know the ending and who the killer is of the game, because I've played this game before. I've already played it. But now that I'm older, it's been about 4 years since I played this game. Now that I'm older and I can understand, comprehend the little subtle aspects of the game, I decided to play this game and buy it off the PlayStation Store that you can go on digital and buy the game for $30, and it is actually one of my favorite games of all time. Now, if you guys don't know anything about this game is actually more of a murder mystery. Never mind, that's the wrong game that I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about Clue for some reason. It's more of a crime thriller. No, it's not that. God damn it, I'm trying to think of the right wording for it. It's a thriller, it is. But it's more of a, it's more of like piece everything together type deal. Like, I'm trying to think of the right words for it, but you as the audience has to guess who the killer is. And if you guess it right, I mean, kudos to you. But basically, there is something called the Origami Killer, and he's been kidnapping kids from pretty much, like, I think a few years before the game starts. Actually, I think it was around the time the game starts that this Origami Killer started kidnapping children. And it's always little kids, like little boys. And pretty much he drowns them. And everything kind of, all the clues and, stuff like that, it all lines up to basically where at the end of the game you can, if you follow the clues pretty much in the reviews, you can actually figure out who the killer is before the game ends. And the killer is revealed. So pretty much, it can be anyone. And throughout the game, you're going to be looking at every single character and who they are and, if they could be the killer. And I like that. I like that about this game, that, it could be anyone. The person that you least suspect it to be. And at the end of the game, you're just like, holy hell. Whenever it's revealed who the killer is, it's pretty intense. But the overall idea behind this game is that you, Ethan Mars, who seems to be the main protagonist in this game, he basically, the killer is looking for someone who can pretty much, who's willing to risk it all, pretty much, to save his children, or his child, whatever you want to call it, his boy, his son. And that's pretty much what this killer is looking for. And so this is actually day 2, but this video is actually going to be called day 1. Mainly because I didn't think that I had enough gameplay. I've played around 40 minutes of the game. I'm at the part where Ethan is at the storage locker. Not storage locker, luggage locker, I think it's called. And basically, I'm about to go see what's inside this little, thing, this object. I'm gonna try and do this review spoiler free, and then I'm gonna try to do another review where I include spoilers. But it won't be like these little parts where, day 1, day 2, whatever, as they come out. Now, understand this, that since it's off of YouTube, it's going to be through weeks. Like, I'm not going to be doing it, week to week, but whenever I get a chance to play the game, I'm going to be releasing these small little videos to include, or to tide over you guys, and include a bunch of content that you guys will actually like and enjoy, and then at the end, I'm going to have a full-on review. of the game. Now, if I had to say anything about the game right here and right now, it's very relatable because the game is very cinematic, if that makes sense. Like, it's very dramatic with the way it emphasizes some things. It's like a TV show, in my opinion. Just like the way you keep the game, like, and this isn't really a spoiler, but the game cuts back and forth from different characters. So it's not just Ethan. You're not just playing Ethan. You're actually playing Ethan, and then you switch to another character, and then you switch to another character. You know what I mean? There's a variety. And if I had to pinpoint which one's my favorite, probably Ethan's. So far, Ethan has been the more relatable, and I don't know, it's just the way you can see the frustration and the sadness and depression in his eyes, just in the way he looks. And and there's one scene where, like, I keep calling it a scene, but it's a video game. There's one part where you're swinging, or you have the option to swing for your son, like push your son on the swing, and his son is, basically like all happy and all that stuff, and he goes to hug him, and he stops smiling. Like, he smiles for 1 second, and then he stops smiling, and the kid can't see his face whenever he's, not smiling, because, Ethan's just wanting his son to return to normalcy after a traumatic event that happened. He's just happy to see him smiling. And, he's kind of just, there's that moment, that human moment that you can see in him that's just like, I've wanted this for so long, you know what I mean? For him to return, to normalcy, and, what like, to see his son turn back into the child that used to be loving and all that stuff, it really warms your heart, but at the same time, it's like, you kind of know everything that happened. It's hard to play this game and see everything unfold and be able to cope with it all. I know that sounds a little bit elementary, but it's just really, I don't know, it's just really heavy on emotions whenever you're playing this game. And so far, I've been glued to the screen, and that human moment got me. It brought a tear to my eye, you know what I mean? Because, you can feel the frustration with Ethan, and, well, not with Ethan, but within him, you know what I mean? It's more of, you being able to relate to him. And, so, it's very professional in the way the game really interacts with you, the player, the audience, pretty much. Now, like I said, I've only played about 40 minutes of the game. It's not even halfway over. But this is day 1 of me playing the game. It's actually day 2. Like I said, it's actually day 2, but there wasn't enough content that I've played of the game because I only played it for a few minutes. And as you guys can tell, I've really got to go to sleep. It's almost 3 a.m. But I just had to get me some of this game in. And your son in the game, something happens to him, and things are about to transpire from there. I won't get to play this game until tomorrow. But other than that, there should be another part to this if I get the time on Tuesday. Like I said, these are just little game, things. This isn't going to be anything related to the Purity Project or anything like that. I just kind of wanted to push this content out there, just to see what you guys can think of it. But yeah, I highly recommend this game. It is one of the best games. It is in my top 3. Red Dead Redemption, probably my second. Resident Evil 4, my first. I don't know. You know what? It's actually a tough one because I really like Black Ops 1. but it's also that thing. The thing with that is that I only like Black Ops 1 because of the storyline that happens within 1, 2, and partial of 3, because partial, actually, you know what, in 3, you might as well cut that one out, because 3 was a train wreck compared to 2 and 1. Just 1 and 2, they're the perfect mix for me, just to play them back to back. I was gonna stay up till like 4, but I'm really tired and I got work tomorrow. So I really should be heading to bed. So yeah, it's almost time. As you guys can see, I got my Black Mamba Venom energy drink. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be like, Spencer, why are you drinking energy drinks, dude? You're younger, you know what I mean? I just like the taste. I don't know what it is. I just really like the taste of like Monster and stuff like that. And this is actually a kind of like off-brand of Monster. It's more of like a it's like really generic, but it actually tastes very similar. Like pretty much everyone that I've ever talked to has been like, yo, that tastes exactly like Monster. And I'm like, I know. And also, as you guys can see right here, it is actually 99 cents. So, and it's affordable, you know what I mean? It resembles Monster, and it's affordable, you know what I mean? Like, that's all you need, you know what I mean? For that, if you really like Monster, and, you don't have the money to buy the premium and get the actual name brand of Monster, you just get a Venom, you know what I mean? Also, I got some Cheez-Its. I haven't eaten any yet, but I'm about to sow into them. But, Heavy Rain. Oh, I don't know if you guys know, I actually got a PlayStation. I have a PlayStation now. Oh, there's my computer as well. My new computer. But, it's been a while since we've talked, so, I thought this was the more appropriate game to come back and talk to you guys with and about. So, yeah. That's my day 1 of Heavy Rain. I think it's mighty convenient that I decided to end the video right whenever it starts raining on the thing. But yeah, Heavy Rain, highly recommend it. It's probably I think it is one of my favorite story games of all time. It's up there with the Walking Dead game series, like Season 1 and Season 2. Those are my favorites right there. Just for story-wise, that's my favorite. But yeah, only $30. I thought it was a little bit pricey for $30 because this game's been out since like 2011 or something like that. Like somewhere, like it was in the early 2010s. So just it's already 2018. You know what I mean? Well, it just now turned 2018 today, so I thought it was a little bit pricey, being 5 plus years later. It's still $30, half of a fully priced game. Thought it was a little bit pricey, but I think I'm willing to pay that $30, and because it's just there's quality to this game. There's actual quality, and like I said, just some of the moments in the game where like the faces of the characters are emphasized, like what they're smiling or sad about, and their thoughts and stuff like that. I love the thought system in this game. It's really nice. It really plays into what they're thinking. Like it's kind of weird. Some of their scenes, they're not talking. There's no thoughts. There's nothing, but you can kind of tell what they're thinking just by the way they look and what they've previously thought. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. I don't know. It's just, I really like this game, and it's something to consider if you're ever looking for a game that story-wise you're just needing something new. And this game is a little old. Like I said, it's a little old. it's not, you know, too old where like it's unplayable, but there is some audio bugs and some bugs that are in the game. You know, it's not like it's a beautiful game. It really is. But it's not, you know, it doesn't have, you know, Frostbite engine, you know what I mean? It's not, you know, beautiful as if it's, you know, something AAA. Because this game was a PS exclusive, PS3 exclusive, and it just got remastered for PlayStation 4, so I'm glad I got a chance to buy it again, and I can't wait to continue playing the game. So I think that is actually it for day 1 of Heavy Rain. So yeah, thanks you guys for watching, for real. I know this isn't like my usual content, but you know, might as well start opening this up because I'm getting a little thirsty. But yeah, it's not like my usual content, I understand, but oh, damn, take your breath away. But I just want you guys to know that I'm still here, I'm still gaming, you know, I'm still doing some cool shit. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, I think the next video will be on Tuesday, because that's whenever I'm gonna go over to Sean's house, and I'm gonna go say hi, you know what I mean? So yeah, I love you guys to death. I forgot to say that. Yeah. Heavy Rain, day 1.